We also have e-giving cards. We've crafted this card for you to have in your pew for folks who want to make their contributions digitally, but still want to participate in the offering during the liturgy. I attend a church where there is only one way into the pew, and our family takes up the pew. So when the plate comes, I really don't like to say this, because there's no one else to pass it to. If you have, because I give electronically, if you have these cards, it allows folks to engage physically with the act of being generous and to participate. And it also, if you have children, it teaches them that when the plate comes, mom doesn't do this. Because when my girls were 2 and 3 years old, they didn't understand that I gave digitally, and they weren't old enough to take the dollar or the quarter and put it in. So be mindful not only of what you are allowing people to do, but also what we're doing to form our children in that act. We have many digital giving resources. This past Wednesday, Stephanie led a conversation on digital giving. The webinar will be posted shortly on YouTube, and all the resources that we discussed there are on the website. So if you'd like to know a little bit more about digital giving and how you can integrate this electronic giving card at your church, please visit there. All right, we are getting close to the conclusion of our webinar. And one of the most fun things about doing this work in the Diocese of Virginia is we get feedback from our churches about how they integrate these ministries and these programs at their churches. So we're going to show you just a few photographs from around the Diocese of Virginia over the years of how folks have taken these programs and gotten creative in ways that Stephanie and I could never imagine. So let's take a look. This first slide is from the Walk in Love. They took adhesive paper and put it on the floor. You can see that not only are there shoes and baby shoes, there are also paw prints, because this is a really animal-friendly church. Here are banners from a church that were hung around the church. This is St. Thomas in McLean. Here is Stephanie, the name of the church, Hillary Smith. It is just, I'm blanking.
Holy Comforter?
Thank you, Holy Comforter in Richmond. And if you look in the corner, they created these liturgical banners. This is from Now into the World a couple years ago. Here is St. Thomas McLean again with Now into the World. They created window clings so that as you walked out, and you can see that they were up all year long because you can see a lot of snow in the background there. They left them up all year long so that they kept their theme. They stayed on message all year, and as you walked out into the world, you took the message of Jesus with you. Here's St. Thomas in Richmond with their Now into the World yard sign. And here is an article from St. Peter's Episcopal Church. Tom Simmons wrote an entire article about the Wonder in All logo last year and challenged his parishioners to look deeply into that, where they could find themselves in the different icons. Okay, here at Epiphany in Herndon, they took last year's logo and created their own theme. So they were able to use the Wonder in All logo, but their theme was Shining Our Light, and they put that wonderful little graphic behind it and used what we had in a way that worked for their culture. And then finally, here is a screenshot from Grace the Plains, which I just loved. It is a video. You can go to the rector's Facebook page, Weston Matthews, to see this in action. Grace Plains is a place of Shakespeare and theater, and they kept their Wonder in All banner up behind as they were doing Hamlet. And Weston's message is here that at Grace the Plain, the wonder in God's amazing love, wonder in worship, wonder in music and the arts, and wonder in sword fighting. So it's super fun and super creative way to keep this going all year long. This happened, I think, in February or March here in Grace Plains.